Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a quick flight in the MV-22 Osprey by AOA Simulations. We're going to go from Marathon, Marathon in the Florida Keys, to the, I believe there's a carrier just off the coast. So, let's see. We're going to set no load, trim. I'm gonna leave trim. Alright, I'm not gonna make it manual, but we're gonna go ahead and take off just from the taxiway here. I believe we got a wind out of the east. Don't know how to release the brakes. For some reason they stick right back on when I remove them. It's kind of annoying. So I'll have to read the manual on it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Here we go. Nice, we got some really powerful lights off the side. That's cool. Alright, so we're taking off. This is a Marathon in the Florida Keys. Right now we're pretty much heading north, as if we were to go back to Miami. Well, we're heading east, but Miami's over there to the north. What do we got? Where are the carriers today? We go 1 o'clock. Alright, so I'm still learning how to fly this aircraft. On auto, it makes everything really simple. As you start increasing your speed, then the cells start rotating, and then start pulling back. And now we're cruising 200 plus knots. Here we go. One thing that's interesting about this aircraft is the volume reduces significantly when the nacelles are forward. I don't know how realistic that is that it gets so quiet. Trim, let me see if I can adjust it. There we go. Trim, I just pulled it back a little bit. And it's pretty nice. Yeah, there we go. It's flying really smooth. I didn't even calibrate the joystick, which I should have. But it just sounds so quiet right now. I mean, it doesn't really, I don't know if that sounds accurate. And I also lower the volume for you guys when I record the video, so my voice comes out as clear as possible. You know what? I don't know if we're going to have a tailwind when we land here on the carrier. But we'll give it a shot. Like right now, I barely hear any wind. Just put myself a little bit higher in this chair. $290 knots, 1,000 feet, killing the throttle. Alright, still going too fast. Should have pulled it back sooner. She looks like the carrier's turning away from land. Alright, so I'm adding some power. Trying to turn right here above the ship. Alright, the nacelles were already rotating. That's fine. And starting to come back right there a little bit. Try to maintain 100 knots here, inbound. Actually, the ship's not even turning. This is going to be interesting. Alright, let's try to land, put her down, at least a touch and go before. Oh, damn, that turn would have taken me out. going to turn out to sea here in a moment. We're just off the Florida Keys, just northeast of Marathon. Trying to land on the carrier with the Osprey. This is pretty dope. Those shadows look really good. The lighting looks really nice here as well.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Actually, I'm wondering if that's my lighting? Yeah, I think my light. Oh, check out the serviceman down there. It's pretty cool. Alright. Trying to bring this in. As long as it doesn't turn, I think we'll be alright. Speed 34 knots. Actually, I think we have a direct headwind right now. Take it easy, put her down.
So deep.
Boom. Rough landing. We'll take it. And check that out. That's pretty cool. We had some spotlights. Oh yeah, some lights up there illuminating the ramp. Or I guess the deck, not the ramp. Alright, here we go. So we're going to take off. A little touch and go here real fast. Say what's up to the ATC in the tower, blind them with my light, and then let's jump over here to the frigate. So 200 feet altitude, we'll keep it low. Man, this looks really good here in VR. I want to thank Bell Geode for recommending this. The Osprey, I think it's amazing. And it sounds, I mean, the sounds I think are really good. Except when you go
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
I don't like how quiet it gets. Alright, so I don't know how I'm supposed to approach this, but since well, I guess I can just line up straight ahead. Let's try this. One I can't tell. Alright, I'm not an expert. It's like my 5th flight in this. It's my 2nd approach to this frigate.
So deep.
Boom! Oh, was that a bounce? Oh, that was a bounce. Brakes. That was still pretty good. I think I'm off center a bit. Man, are we rocking back and forth? That's crazy. Oh, check that out. It's right over there. That's so cool. Alright, so let us depart and go over there one more time. Just because we're already here. Under 100 knots. I don't think that'll be difficult. And look at the sky. This looks really nice. Using Xvision, I forgot what preset it is. This looks very similar to Xenviro for those who have it, but Xenviro does not work in VR. Well, I think Xenviro's colors and lighting, to me, it's one of the best. I really like how it looks. Maybe a little over the top, but I prefer to have the bright green, the over oversaturated versus a dull look, even though if dull and haze might be more realistic. Alright, so now I gotta bleed off my speed as I pull up. And the lights on this thing are bright. I'm lighting up the whole
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
I feel like this approach is better than the last one. The power feels delayed.
So deep.
I mean, I understand it's a turboprop or a turbine engine, but it just feels a little delayed. I'm trying to figure it out. Brakes. Sweet. Alright, here we go. Full power, and let's just see how this reacts. Alright, interesting. Hard left rudder. Trying to increase my speed. My altitude, I'm at 400 feet. Just trying to bump up my speed as much as I can here. So I think the nacelles aren't rotating because of my altitude. I think once the radar altitude, let's see, is it 500? Yeah, once you're above, once I think it doesn't think you're trying to land. There we go. Not that it thinks you're trying to land. It's pre-configured. Certain speeds and altitudes, they're gonna rotate automatically, or you can set the tilt manual, which is kind of cool. All right, so we're gonna fly back and land at Marathon. Should be just a couple miles ahead. I think I see a red beacon over there. What is that? Might be an aircraft or something, but try to show the frames per second. What am I getting? 40, 48. Pretty low frame times on both, with 135 super sampling. Alright, so let's try to gain some altitude, doing 300 knots at like 400 feet. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I need to try to see if there's a way that we can get some sort of adjustability on this brightness. God rays in VR right now are terrible. I mean, it goes from everything looks good to the brightness on this is just, I mean, it's just really bad. I don't even want to use it, especially at night and dusk like this. Alright, so I believe that's Marathon up ahead. Yeah, it might tangle to there it is. I've driven past it, so obviously when you're driving south, it's on your right-hand side, and it's a long runway, so that would make sense. Throttle back, going really fast. Trying to just maintain my altitude. If I do an S-turn here. Feet. This thing doesn't do S-turns very well. Alright, there we go. 135 knots, they're rolling back. Let's see if we can, oh, check that out. So that's the camera. I don't know what that is. Wind speed? 1.4? Oh yeah, check that out. That is the wind speed. Alright, so right here it's showing wind speed 1.5, wind speed 1.5. So, and that's the direction of the wind. So I'm definitely going to turn around and fly into it. I'm sure we'll see the windsock. remote rig up ahead there. I don't think it's there in real life, but it's pretty cool to be able to land there. I forgot what that red beacon was that I saw earlier.
Approaching 07.
Oh, it's just an antenna. The red flashing is an antenna. So 07, we're really high.
Too high, too high.
Thank you, but we're good.
500.
This is really nice. The only thing that would make this better is a higher super sampling rate or anti-aliasing. But the brightness, I just love how everything's popping right now.
Approaching 07.
So check that out. We got about a 15 knot headwind, and now we're doing 8 knots wind speed, but we were doing 15 before. So let's see if we can fly this a little bit more normal, like if we come in like twice the speed, so 30 knots.
So deep, so deep, so deep, so deep, so deep.
I don't know what he's saying. Saying 30? 17? I haven't read the manual completely yet, so I'm not sure what the correct procedure for this, what the correct approach speeds
So
are.
deep, so deep,
30, 30, well, 30 feet.
so deep, so deep,
30, I don't know. That's what it sounds like.
so deep.
Yeah. Because right when I pass 30 feet, it starts saying that. Alright, so we're going to bring it over to the FBO. Or not even, I guess the main terminal here. Just looks like a little
So
FBO.
deep,
Surti. Sounds like Surti with like this accent. Alright, terrible flying.
so deep,
Bouncing up and down. Whoa. Good lord. Alright, kill the power. Alright, brakes on. That was pretty sweet. Now let me see if I can turn off the engines. I don't know. Fuel off. Alright. Interesting sound effect. There's nothing going on. But we'll take it. Let me see what it does. Hey, so far it's a pretty sweet flight. I'm just trying to click as many buttons as I can. Alright, here we go guys. We'll do another one later.